The recording is in progress. Just saying. And Daisy agrees.
I agree.
So how should we start? Marisa, you want to go first?
Yes, that's fine.
That would be great.
Okay, hold on a sec. Let me just get this up here. Okay. All right, so my song I'm going to sing is Gold by Emmylou Harris. And I love Emmylou Harris. I love her voice. So, and I love all the metaphors in this song. The night is growing colder and the stars have lost their shine. And I have been forsaken by everything I thought was mine. For in the darkest hour, when the final story's told, no matter how bright I glitter, baby, I could never be gold. You gave up your finest treasures for the one you saw in me. But how could I know the measure of all you needed me to be? Though I came with sweet intentions, more my pockets could not hold. No matter how bright I glitter, baby, I could never be gold. I finally gave up counting the ways you said I let you down. When I fell into that river, you turned and you watched me drown. Oh, I could sparkle like, I could sparkle like a diamond, have silver line my soul. No matter how bright I glitter, baby, I could never be gold. You look so low and high for heaven. I tried so hard to show the way. And though I flew on wings of angels, my feet were always made of clay. I could come trailing clouds of glory, but you saw nothing to behold. No matter know how bright I glitter, baby, I could never be gold. No matter how bright I glitter, baby, I could never be gold. That's it.
Nice.
Nice.
Yay, that was really great. I love that.
What a good
It was
song.
really nice. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right. This is, you tell me when you're ready to put it up, but this is an awesome song. You want to introduce it?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
this song, I first heard this song, I was at a horse camp that was kind of like a, I don't know, it was more like a job than a camp, but so we had like Fridays off or Saturdays off, I guess, to give the horses a rest. And the older girls that were in the room next to mine, they used to play this album all the time. And I'm like, what the heck is that? Because I brought my grease tape when I went to camp. So so this is from that, and I soon became obsessed with it. And so it's from Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's the opening song. I figured it's a Halloween theme,
Awesome.
so sing along if you want. Michael, when he was ill, the day the earth stood still, but he told us where we stand. And Flash Gordon was there in silver underwear, Lord Raines was the invisible man. Then something went wrong, both Ray and King Kong, they got caught in a celluloid jam, and had a deadly Dr. X will build a creature. See androids fighting. Brad and Janet and Francis stars in Forbidden Planet. Wow. At the late night double feature picture show. I knew Leo G. Carroll was over a barrel when Tarantula took to the hills. And I really got hot when I saw Jeanette Scott fight a Trifid that's poison and kills. Dana Andrews said rooms, gave him the rooms, and passing them used lots of skills. But when worlds collide, said George Pell to his bride, I'm gonna give you some terrible thrills, like science fiction, double feature. Dr. X will build a creature. See androids fighting. Brad and Janet and Francis stars in Forbidden Planet. Wow. At the late night double feature picture show, I wanna go. To the late night double feature picture show in the back row. At the late night double feature picture show.
Yeah, brava. Woohoo. It was so fun. That's great. Thank you, Marisa.
Welcome.
That was great.
Nice job. Really good.
Great song.
It's a great song. Oh my
Yeah.
God. And you did it really well. I'm impressed. Good.
I'll be back.
All right. Who do we got? Let's see. God, my hair's a mess. Oh. No, you just can't get well-kept hosts anymore. How about
If you
Jared?
wanna brush it quick, that's fine with me. I mean,
Oh, thanks, Ruth. No, I'm
Yeah.
actually fun.
Here, look
Got
that.
nothing on it.
All right, I'm gonna be doing a Halloween piece right here on the organ. It's not a ukulele, but I figured the piece I'm gonna play is appropriate for Halloween. Just give me about 30 seconds to boot it up.
Yep. The hell? Oh, look at all those
That looks-
lights.
Yeah, that looks pretty fancy.
It's impressive.
That's like you're on the deck of Star
Of the
Trek
en-
or something.
Yeah,
Looks
Star
like a
Trek Enterprise,
console in
right.
the Enterprise, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, you are.
Beam him up, Jared.
Too bad you can't turn the lights off and just have that glowing.
Yeah. I bet that looks great at Christmas time. Stop talking. I'm going to play.
It's all you, Jared.
Woo!
Wow, that was amazing. Woohoo!
Really think so, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
that was
That
wow.
was fun.
That's a wow. Holy cow.
That's Halloween for you at the Nichols
That was
house.
amazing.
Was that Bach?
Yeah,
That
that was
was Bach,
Bach's
yes.
toccata
Yeah,
in D
okay.
minor. Beautiful.
Yeah.
But when Bach wrote that, what did he write it as a church piece? What was it for? It
I
was
don't know what
obviously
he was
not for
thinking when he
Halloween.
wrote that. There's a lot of debate on that, but I
But
really
Jared,
don't
that
know what
record
he
I
was
was
thinking.
talking to you about sounded just like that. You were fantastic. Fantastic.
Really,
Thanks.
really-
Anyway, I gotta get around to cooking a duck, so I gotta get going.
That was fantastic,
That
Jared.
was really great,
You
Jared.
must
Thank
scare
you so
the
much.
neighbors crazy.
You guys have a good Halloween. I'll see you next. I might
was
see you next
beautiful.
week. Might not. It depends on what's going on.
Well,
Wow.
we hope you do.
Play more of
All
that
right,
thing.
see you
That
guys.
was fantastic.
Thanks, Jared.
Wow.
Bye
Wow.
bye.
Who wants to
So
follow
great.
that?
Yeah, wow.
They shoot that duck himself too?
Wow.
Probably. How about Michael?
Yeah, follow that, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Break out your
feel a
break
little
out
inadequate
your,
after that.
now you can break out your organ.
Actually,
Oh,
I
no,
have
no,
my
don't.
Excuse me.
Yeah, don't, no.
I have my little uke banjo tonight.
Oh, awesome.
So both of these songs are from Herman's Hermits, but the first one was originally done by George Formby back in 1937 and written by Noel Gay, and it's leaning on a lamppost. So I listened to the George Formby version of this, and he moves along pretty fast. So, but it starts out slowly. So here we go. I'm leaning on a lamp. Maybe you think I look a tramp. Or maybe you think I'm round to steal your car. But no, I'm not a crook. And if you think that's what I look, I'll tell you why and what my motives are. I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. Oh me, Oh my, I hope the little lady comes by. I don't know if she'll get away, she doesn't always get away, but anyhow I know that she'll try. Oh me, oh my, I hope the little lady comes by. No other girl I would wait for, but this one I'd break any date for. I don't have to ask what she's late for. She wouldn't leave me flat. She's not a girl like that. She's wonderful, she's marvelous, she's fabulous, she's beautiful, and anyone can understand why. I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street, in case a certain little lady comes by. I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street, in case a certain little lady comes by. Oh me, oh my, I hope the little lady comes by. There's no other girl I would wait for, but this one I'd break any date for. I won't have to ask what she's late for. She wouldn't leave me flat. She's not a girl like that. She's wonderful, she's marvelous, she's fabulous, she's beautiful, and anyone can understand why. I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street, in case a certain little lady comes by.
Nice.
Thank you. That one's fun.
That was cute. Good
Peter,
job.
Peter Noon and George Formby.
Terrific. It's really great. Thanks,
So
Michael.
the sing-along version of this is What a Wonderful World by Sam Cooke. And it is in the ukulele book, but this version has an extra verse that is in the Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel and James Taylor version, but it's not in the original Sam Cooke version, but they gave Sam Cooke credit for writing it. So, and I think it's kind of funny, so I left it in. So this is, if you don't, well, everybody can see it, but if Mary was here, it would be in the book one somewhere. Don't know much about history, don't know much biology, don't know much about a science book, don't know much about the French I took, but I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this could be. Don't know much about geography, don't know much trigonometry, don't know much about algebra, don't know what a slide rule is for, but I do know 1 and 1 is 2. And if this is one could be with you, what a wonderful world this could be. Now I don't claim to be an A student, but I'm trying to be. For maybe by being an A student, baby, I could win your love for me. Don't know much about the Middle Ages, looked at the pictures and I turned the pages. Don't know nothing about no rise and fall, don't know nothing about nothing at all. Girl, it's you I've been thinking of, and if only I could win your love, what a wonderful world this would be. Don't know much about history, don't know much biology, don't know much about a science book, know much about the French I took, but I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this could be. La 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 la, history, biology, whoa whoa, science book, the French I took, but I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this could be. What a wonderful world this could be.
Fabulous.
Thanks, everybody.
Really
There's an
Good
F
song.
missing in the second to the bottom stanza there, but we made it through.
I like,
very
I
nice
like that
song.
extra verse.
Oh, that's a great one. It's a,
Yeah.
and of course, James Taylor and Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel do it really slowly, and it's wonderful, 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 wonderful world.
Oh.
So
I like that extra verse in there too.
I love that. I know nothing about nothing at all.
Sounds like from Gone with the Wind. I don't know.
I don't know nothing about birth and no babies.
Yeah, right.
That was great. Thank you, Michael.
Oh, my pleasure.
Let's remove spot. How about Joanne?
All right. I'll do a tune for you.
I'm happy to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah, time goes quick. And sometimes I'm just like, I don't know. It's like, I don't want to do anything
Yeah,
at
yeah,
this time of night.
it's great. We're just so happy to see you.
I'm going to do Biscuits by Casey Musgraves. Can you hear that? Taking down your neighbor won't take you any higher. Burn my own damn finger poking someone else's fire. Never gotten taller, making someone else feel small. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Just hoe your own road. Raise your own babies, smoke your own smoke, and grow your own daisies. Mend your own fences and own your own crazy. Mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. Mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. Nobody's perfect, we've all lost, we've all lied. Most of us have cheated, the rest of us have tried. The holiest of holy even slip from time to time. We've all got dirty laundry hanging on the line. So your own road, raise your own babies, smoke your own smoke, and grow your own daisies. Mend your own fences and own your own crazy. Mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. Mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. Pouring salt in my sugar won't make yours any sweeter. Pissing in my yard ain't gonna make yours any greener. Gotta swallow there. I wouldn't know about the rocks in your shoes, so I'll just do me, and honey, you can just do you. And hoe your own road, raise your own babies, smoke your own smoke, grow your own daisies. Mend your own fences and own your own crazy. Mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. Mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy.
fabulous. That was so great. Thank you. It's so great. What a nice song.
That was
That's a
great.
fun one.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's a fun one
Oh,
to
thanks,
do.
Joanne. Great to hear your voice again.
I would say it's a fun one.
And you look so pretty, Joanne. You look absolutely beautiful, like you lost 10 years or something.
I wish.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that it would be a great song to play with the group, but it needs a capo. I think I guess it says a capo on the 5th fret, but I'm doing it at the 3rd fret. And I tried it without, and got a little low, you know? So, but anyway.
Cool. All right, how about Geraldine?
I hate to follow these guys. This is like been really good.
I know. Well, yeah, but someone's got to follow you too, though. I mean, there's that.
Well, low bar. Okay, so so I think it was Saturday. Somehow we were talking about Rocky and Bullwinkle, and I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to do Moose songs on Wednesday.
Moose songs, right? Yeah.
Songs. So I actually Googled, Moose songs, and there's some out there. There's like kids songs, and I thought I started writing one up, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to do this. And then I thought, that's dumb. I'm not going to do moose songs. And I thought, what about squirrel songs? I could do squirrel songs. So I looked up and there's actually squirrel songs out there, but then that seemed dumb too. And then I thought, well, what about animals? And I thought, oh, the animals, the group, the animals. And I thought, nah. So anyway, I ended up with George Harrison. I just want to tell you the route that I got there, because I've talked about all the other Beatles, but I never talked about George. So tonight's about George. He was the youngest of 4 children. He was born in 1943. His father was a bus driver and his mother was a shop assistant. And I found this interesting. His mother was a really enthusiastic music fan. And when she was pregnant with George, she used to listen to this weekly radio show. It was called Radio India. And it was a broadcast. She thought that exotic music would bring peace and calm to the baby she was carrying. Talk about that coming true. So in 1956, when he was 13, he was riding on his bicycle and he heard Elvis Presley's Heartbreak Hotel coming through somebody's window, and that like changed immediately, and he was into rock and roll and guitars. The guy was like obsessed with guitars. He was drawing, when in school, when girls are drawing pictures of boys and putting little hearts and everything, he's drawing guitars. He was like all about guitars all the time. So George and Paul were actually the first Beatles to meet. They met on the school bus. And you know the whole rest of the story. But I looked up, I found some facts about George that I didn't know about. The idea of him being, the quiet Beatle, that came about in the 1964 when the Beatles arrived in the US. And George had strep throat. He was really, really sick, and he was told not to talk until the performance on Ed Sullivan. So that he was just like, that's why he was sick. So he was lethargic, and that's why he looked so quiet and kind of out of it during that whole tour. And he always thought it was really funny that he got labeled the quiet one because he wasn't quiet. Another thing was in 1966, his interest kind of moved away from the Beatles. He was getting more into spiritual stuff and Indian music. And about Sgt. Pepper, he said, there's about half the songs on there that I like and half that I can't stand. So back then he was starting to separate. In 1968, he visited Dylan right here in Woodstock, and he became friends, and he really liked the way the band operated because they collaborated on songs, and it had always been difficult for George to get any of his songs in on a Beatle album. So before the Beatles broke up, he had already released 2 albums on his own. They were mostly instrumentals. One was called Wonderwall Music and Electronic Sound. And then of course,
Are those records out of print? I mean, I've never heard of them.
I know, I've heard of Wonderwall Music, but I don't know. I'd like to hear him. I wonder how, where he was at on his journey that time. And of course, he was a member of the Traveling Wilburys. And in 1970, he did All Things Must Pass album. And in 1971, he organized, really, this kind of set the stage for all these benefit concerts, these benefit music concerts like Live Aid and all that. He did the first one. It was a concert for Bangladesh to raise money for refugees. There was a war going on, the Bangladesh Liberation War. And, you know, there was some kind of tax problem, like the money that was raised wasn't able to be used correctly or something, and people thought it was a failure, but he didn't think it was a failure because he said he got the word out about the war and more focus became, you know, directed on the war, and the war ended, you know, shortly after that. So he thought he had a part in that. He did the 1973 album Living in the Material World and Dark Horse, and then his final studio album was called Extra Texture. I never heard that one either. And then he got involved with Monty Python, and he co-wrote and produced The Life of Brian. And he said, the first time I had acid, it opened up something in my head that was inside of me, and I realized a lot of things. I didn't learn them because I already knew them, but that happened to be the key that opened the door to reveal them. And I'm sorry, from that moment on, I had wanted to always be like in that space, thinking thoughts about Hindu yogis and thinking thoughts about the Himalayas and Ravi Shankar's music. So it was like a turning point for him. He became a vegetarian and he married Patty Boyd. You guys probably already know that story. He married her in 1966 and they divorced in 1977. And she said the decision to end the marriage was due to George's repeated infidelities. And the final straw being he had an affair with Ringo's wife, Maureen. What the heck? And then Patty Boyd ended up marrying Eric Clapton. That's like a whole other story. And then George married Olivia in 1978, and they have one child, Danny Harrison, Donnie, I'm not sure how you say it. It's Dhani, and he's a musician too. Looks just like George. George also had an interest in sports cars and racing, and he was an avid gardener. He bought this great big mansion and was just happy as a clam, you know, gardening all the time. And in 1997, after having been a long time smoker, he was successfully treated for throat cancer. And then a year later, George and Olivia were attacked in his home by this guy that was a paranoid schizophrenic. He attacked him with a knife. And that was shortly after John Lennon was killed, I think. And George was kind of like paranoid that someone was going to get him too. So he had this big mansion and it was highly protected and everything, but somehow this guy got in. And I love this about Olivia. She, it only stopped, the attack stopped when she hit the attacker repeatedly with a fireplace poker and a lamp. So she wasn't one of those women that just stood around screaming. She did something. Anyway, the whole attack was sort of downplayed and people thought that he was okay and that it was just a minor assault, but it wasn't. George had more than 40 stab wounds and a head injury, and part of his punctured lung had to be removed. So a couple years later in 2001, the cancer returned, and then he passed away November 2001 at 58. He was only 58. So our first sing-along song, I don't know why I picked songs like this. It's kind of an oddball one. It's from All Things Must Pass. It's Isn't It a Pity? Do you guys know that song? Isn't It a Pity?
Oh yeah, I've done that one. I love that song.
It sort of has like this weird minor Indian thing going on with some sitar and stuff. And of course, I just happened to have left my sitar someplace else. So
Oh, come on, Geraldine.
I left it on the bus.
Oh.
But anyway, he actually wrote the song in 1966 when he was 23 years old. But it was rejected from being on any of the Beatles albums. He really wanted it to be on the White Album, but it didn't happen. And he said that this song was about a relationship when it hits a down point. It was a chance to realize that if I felt somebody had let me down, then there's a good chance I was also letting somebody else down. And then also it can be kind of thought of as a universal love, mankind sort of thing. I've been thinking all this while that it was about the charity work that he was doing for Bangladesh. Oh no, that's the other song. Never mind. So anyway, this is an old song, and this was written by him long, long, long before he got a chance to play it. And John's going to put it up and we'll see if I got the bells on because it's actually, I don't know, it's kind of a weird song. Like the lyrics are slow and the music isn't. I don't know. Anyway, I'll just give it a shot. What the heck? Okay.
Wait, what's the E minor 6?
Oh, okay. It's like your index fingers if you're going to play an F, but then the other one is, I'm using my pinky and I don't know why. It's on the A string at the 2nd fret. So does that make any sense?
Okay.
Oh, a weird chord. Okay. Right. Isn't it a pity? Isn't it a shame how we break each other's hearts and cause each other pain? How we take each other's love without thinking anymore, forgetting to give back. Isn't it a pity? Some things take so long, but how do I explain? There are too many people. Can't they see we're all the same? Because of all the tears their eyes can't hope to see, the beauty that surrounds them. Isn't it a pity? Isn't it a pity? Isn't it a shame how we break each other's hearts and cause each other pain? How we take each other's love without thinking anymore, forgetting to give back. Isn't it a pity? Forgetting to give back. Isn't it a pity?
Yeah, that was great.
Those are cool chords.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
So, let me get rid of that one. Let's see. Okay. Our second sing-along is, I don't know if you know about this one. It's called Got My Mind Set on You, and it's from his 1987 album, Cloud 9. I didn't know that album at all. And this song wasn't really written by George. Oh, this is the song. For years, I've been thinking this song was about his charity endeavors and how he was going to help, like a country in Africa. But it's not about that at all. It was written in 1962 by Rudy Clark. So it's kind of a love song, I guess, who also wrote the Shoop Shoop song, It's in His Kiss, and Good Lovin' by the Rascals. But do you remember seeing the video of this song at all on MTV way back when? What was it, 1987? It's a really cute video. So look up the video, Got My Mind Set on You. He's sitting in a study and he's singing the song, and all these inanimate objects are singing with him, like the drawers are coming in and out and the books are talking. And then there's a moose head. So here we are, we're back to the moose. There's a moose head singing with him. And he actually dances on it. There is a flip, but from the table. He does a backflip, but that wasn't really George. That was a stunt double. But anyway, watch the thing, because if you don't know the song, it's not going to make much sense here. But it's got my mind set on you. Does anybody know this song?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All
I
right.
got my mind set on you, right?
Yep, that's it. Okay.
It was a hit on the radio. I mean, I know it pretty well.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good. All right, we'll just dive in. Got my mind set on you. 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 But it's gonna take money, a whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take time, whole lot of precious time. It's gonna take patience and time to do it, 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 to do it right, child. I got my mind set on you. Got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. Got my mind set on you. But it's gonna take money, a whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take time, whole lot of precious time. It's gonna take patience and time to do it, 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 to do it right. I got my mind set on you. Got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. Got my mind set on you. This time I know it's for real. The feeling that I feel. I know if I put my mind to it, I know I can really do it. But it's gonna take money, a whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take time, a whole lot of precious time. It's gonna take patience and time to do it, 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 to do it right. Set on you, set on you.
That's good. It's good, Carolyn. Thanks.
That's fun.
It is a fun song.
It is. And you gotta
Don't
watch
you
the
remember
video.
from what's that John Travolta movie? The last song is something about "Set on You" too.
Grease?
That Olivia Newton-John sings. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Can't
yes.
remember. Maybe she borrowed.
I can't think of the, yeah, I can't think of it. But then the other cool thing about George Harrison, of course, is he loved ukuleles. I mean, he loved playing them. He loved giving them away right and left. He was a big collector of ukuleles. He liked them all along. And he actually grew up where George, like 20 minutes or 20 miles or something from where George Formby grew up. So, you know, all through their childhood, they were exposed to George Formby music. But in the 80s, he kind of became obsessed with them. Like he just couldn't stop. So there was this guy called Joe Brown, and in England, he was like a big deal, and he became a friend of George's. He had this long career as a musician, a singer, an actor. He was like a TV personality. So after John was killed, George bought this place way up. No, he bought the place in England where he got attacked, but he also bought a place on Maui. And he wanted to get some peace of mind after George died. But people were constantly bugging him and crossing over onto his property and everything, but that didn't work. But there are stories of him going in Maui and going into a store and buying out like all the stock of the ukuleles and giving them away to everybody. And, And in England and Hawaii, this Joe Brown and George would just play together for hours and hours and hours. And then Jeff Lynne from ELO and the Traveling Wilburys, he kind of got on the ukulele thing too. And even though the ukulele never made it on any of the records, they were playing it all the time. And practically everybody that he came into contact with, he would introduce them to the ukulele. So Tom Petty had this story. He says, George showed up at my house one day with a ukulele, and Tom said, I don't know how to play it. And he said, that's okay, I'll show you. And they spent the day playing, like the whole day playing. And then Petty said his wrist hurt the next day. And George had a whole bunch of ukuleles in the trunk of his car, and he gave Petty 4 more in addition to the one that he had, so he could give them away. And Tom Petty said it wasn't unusual for Jeff Lynne and George to show up at my door with a case of beer, and we would play ukuleles till dawn. And the kids would be like, he said, the kids would be dropping like flies all around us, and they'd be saying, Dad, I want to go home. And Tom Petty would say, no, son, just go to sleep right where you are. We're playing ukuleles now. So that's a little glimpse of George Harrison.
It's so great, Geraldine. Yay. Thank you, Geraldine. That was terrific. Really great.
Oh, history teacher.
Yeah.
How about Dave Kelsey?
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
That was great, Geraldine. I didn't know a lot of that.
Yeah, me neither. That's what Wikipedia is for.
Right. And magazines. There was a really good article about George Harrison that told some of those stories in the Ukulele magazine.
Oh, cool.
All right. I was going to do some things that I've done before because I'm still recovering from my injury.
Oh, right. That's right. I forgot about the
my
injury.
stu-
Could I ask, hi, it's Mary, could I ask
Hi,
what
Mary.
injury?
Yeah,
What injury?
The same one from 2 weeks ago, probably, Mary, when I cut my finger.
Oh, jeepers.
Oh,
But I'm doing much better.
you're doing better. Right, mute.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound fine, Dave.
All right. I'm going to do Birds by Neil Young. And then the other one I'm going to do is You Ain't Going Nowhere, which I didn't send you the
I
music.
have it.
Okay. Here we go. Lover, there will be another one who'll hover over you beneath the sun. Tomorrow, see the things that never come. Today, when you see me fly away without you, a shadow on the things you know, feathers fall around you and show you the way to go. It's over. It's over. Nestled in your wings, my little one, is special. Morning brings another sun. Tomorrow, see the things that never come. Today, when you see me fly away without you, shadow on the things you know, feathers fall around you and show you the way to go. It's over. It's over.
really good.
Oh, I love it.
That was
So
beautiful, Dave. That was really nicely done. Really great.
I always like that.
mm.
All right. And so now you want to do a Robert Zimmerman song, right? Is that right?
Yes. He's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm going to add a little bit to it with some harmonica in between things. So I'll make it a little different than the way we usually do it.
All right. And Mary,
Break it
for
up a
you,
little.
this is book 2, page 48.
Hopefully that's not too loud.
No, it sounds good.
All right, we'll see how this works. Clouds so swift, rain won't lift, the gate won't close, the railings froze. Get your mind off wintertime, you ain't going nowhere. Ooh, ride me high, tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. I don't care how many letters they sent, morning came and morning went. Pick up your money and pick your tent, you ain't going nowhere. Oh, ride me high, tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Buy me a flute, a gun that shoots, tailgates and substitutes. Strap yourself to a tree with roots, you ain't going nowhere. Oh, ride me high, tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Genghis Khan could not keep all his kings supplied with sleep. We'll climb that hill no matter how steep when we get up to it. Oh, ride me high, tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Ride me high, tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we're gonna fly down in the easy chair.
I like that.
Beautifully done, Dave. I
All right.
like the harmonica in the middle. It's really good.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm surprised there wasn't harmonica the first time around with Dylan in there.
I don't know. I don't know.
It works though. It really works.
Thank you. Thank you, John.
Yeah, that was great, Dave. Thanks, man. That was really good. How about Betty? So great to see you, Betty. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. You want me to do 1 or 2?
No, I want you to do 2.
All righty. Well, first I will do the solo one. And since the song I'm going to do is very short, I'm going to read a poem that is very short that goes with it. And it was written by my mother, who's also Jerry Lynn's aunt, of course. And she was born in 1910. And the theme is autumn. So this is her little poem called Autumn Treasure. Never a pirate found gold like these, doubloons and pieces from 1,000 trees. where every gust from the chilling breeze flings jeweled leaves deep to my knees. So that's her little
Nice.
homeland, I guess you'd say. She was a big nature lover. All right. So, I'm sure you all know the song Autumn Leaves. I think Nat King Cole used to sing it.
Oh yeah, it's one of the prettiest songs in one of the books. Yeah.
Is that in your book?
It's in one of the books. Yeah, it's
I
one of the
don't-
prettiest
I didn't know
songs.
that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's.
Oh, I
don't
went
know
through
if
all
it's
this
in the
stuff to
book.
find the chords. All right.
It doesn't sound like it. Doesn't sound
The-
familiar to me.
Well, anyway,
I mean, I know
you'll
the
know it
song,
when
of
you hear
course,
it.
but I'm not in one of our books. Let me look.
But it was
Go ahead,
written-
Betty. Sorry.
It was written by an Hungarian man named Joseph Kazma, and the tune was by a man named Jacques Prévert. It was written in French first and translated into English in 1950 by Johnny Mercer. So,
I think it's
Should
the
I-
Blue Book, John.
Oh yeah, Blue Book. Yes.
Yeah.
are you going to put it up on the screen then?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
No, you're performing this. I'll
All
put
right,
up the
all
other
right.
one.
That's fine. Either way. All right, here we go. The falling leaves drift by the window. The autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hand I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear a winter song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear a winter song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. But I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall.
That was awesome, Betty. Very beautiful.
Isn't that pathetic?
Really nice. It's a beautiful song.
It is.
Done well.
Okay.
All right. What do you want to say about the other one before I put it up?
For my sing along, it's in the Gospel Book number 5. This was an African American slave spiritual hymn and protest song dating back to the early 19th century. It gained popularity as a protest and union song of the civil rights movement. And the phrase, "I shall not be moved," comes from the Psalms, Psalm 16:8. "I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved." And since this has so many verses, what I'm going to do is, after the first verse and chorus, I'm going to do 2 verses, chorus, 2 verses, chorus, okay?
Okay,
All right,
sounds like a plan.
here we go. Glory, hallelujah, I shall not be moved. Anchored in Jehovah, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree planted by the water, I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water, I shall not be moved. I'm on my way to glory, I shall not be moved. I'm on my way to glory, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water, I shall not be moved. In his love abiding, I shall not be moved. And in him confiding, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water, I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water, I shall not be moved. I'm sanctified and holy, I shall not be moved. Sanctified and holy, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water, I shall not be moved. Though hell assail me, I shall not be moved. Jesus will not fail me, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water, I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water, I shall not be moved. Though the tempest rages, I shall not be moved. On the rock of ages, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water, I shall not be moved.
Brava, very, very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds nice. Thanks.
Glad you liked it.
Thanks, that was great. Well, I have a song. I've sort of been kicking around which ones I'm gonna do. These are, I don't have anything new, but that's okay because because
All songs are the best.
the boatman calls from the lake. Lone moon dives upon the water. I put my hand over her, down the lime tree arbor. Wind in the trees is whispering, whispering low that I love her. She puts her hand over mine, down the lime tree arbor. through every breath that I breathe, in every place I go. There is a hand that protects me, and I do love her so. There'll always be suffering, it flows through life like water. I put my hand over her, down the lime tree arbor. The boatman, he is gone, the loons have flown for cover. She puts her hand over mine, down the lime tree arbor. Through every word that I speak and everything I know, there is a hand that protects me, and I do love her so. Thank you.
Well done.
And then I thought, just for fun, we could do I Want to Be Like You. And this is in book 1, page 23. And if you give me a second, I will put it up for us.
So similar to the first song.
Yeah, they go together. Come on. There it is. What do I say? 23. There it is. Oops. Want this. All right.
Okay.
Here I am. I'm the king of the swingers, or the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and I had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I want to be a man cub, and stroll right into town and be just like the other men. I'm tired of mucking around. Who been to? I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you. Do you see it's true? And if like me, could I learn to be human too? Now don't try to kid me, man, cause I made a deal with you. What I desire is man's red fire, so I might make my dream come true. Give me the secret, man cub, clue me what to do. Give me the power of man's red flower, so I can be like you. Who been to? I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you. Do you see it's true? And if like me, can learn to be human too. Well, if your mannerisms will be a set of twins, no one will know where man cub ends and orangutan begins. When I eat bananas, I won't peel them with my feet, cause I'll become a man cub and learn some etiquette. Who been to? Wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You see it's true. And if like me, can learn to be human too. Yeah, thank you. All
I like that.
right.
Yeah, that was nice.
Thank you. Thanks, Mary. Ruth, do you have a song for us?
Oh, well, I wrote a song this week. It only has 2 verses.
That mean you just have to sing it twice?
Sorry?
Does that mean you just have to sing it twice?
Yeah, it has a little bit of a chorus. I think I better not do this one.
Oh, no, do it.
Be good practice.
Yeah.
There's a
All right,
Do
let's
it,
just
do it,
we'll just
do it.
do it. It's okay.
Do it.
Well, you
I
know
mean,
No
what?
the
judgment.
world is, it's just sort of it's a little bit banal ultimately. It's okay.
Well,
That's
you know what? There is a singer, there's a songwriter forum once a month, and it's this it's this Monday.
oh
It's
yeah.
7 o'clock, and it's Zoom.
Oh yeah.
So you could check if you want. I could put that up in the chat here for
Yeah,
people.
put it up. That's a good idea.
Then you could show your song, and there's always great supportive criticism, and it's really good. It helps.
Yeah, put it up. I'll try to get the link before I here. Let me put it in Notepad so I don't lose it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get it afterwards. I'll just sing this. Uh-oh, here we go. Getting a little bit of a boundary violation about this, but not a violation. It's more like a wall kind of a thing, but that's not the word. It's okay. Here we go. All right, well, let me stand up and do it. Sorry. Here we go. All right.
It's all good, Ruth.
Yeah, all right. Now let's see my face. All right. Yeah, we'll do it from this page. Thank you to my sister for calling me today. You made some flowers grow. Oh. Thank you to my sister for reaching out to me. I am free. Da, 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 da. And your heart keeps calling my name. Thank you to my mother for giving to me. You made some flowers grow. Thank you to my mother for watching over me. I am free. Da, 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 and my heart keeps calling your name. All right. Here. Here with you in the sun, we're shining so free. Okay. Thanks for listening.
Wow, that's a beautiful song, Ruth. I'm
That's
really
a pretty
impressed.
song. Thank you.
Really, it's one of the nicest songs I've heard you play yet.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's good. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Yeah, sure.
Is that the first line of the chorus, that in my heart, that when it goes up like that?
I think that I don't know what it is.
Oh, well, I like it. I like that part.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and it'd be better if somebody with a better voice. It's okay. Thanks for listening.
Whatever that part was, I liked it.
Great. Well, that's our list. Does someone want to lead something, or someone request something that I could lead, or whatever we like? We have 10 minutes. Yes, Geraldine.
No, I was waving to Dwight.
Oh, hi, Dwight. Welcome.
Sorry. Maybe Dwight wants to sing something.
Yeah. Does he want to sing something, Betty? You're muted. We can't hear you.
He's good at it, but he's shy.
Well, it could be in a friendlier place.
That's right.
Yeah,
You could sing a duet.
I'd like to. Do I? Would you like to sing a duet
Ooh,
with me?
Come on,
duet.
Dwight. Dwight.
Like to sing a duet with
Dwight.
me?
Dwight, Dwight.
He's shaking his head.
No,
Oh,
maybe some other time.
this is the best place to do this, I have to say. And so does anyone have a song, or I can play it? I have a song or two ready.
No, I always feel, no, never mind.
Go ahead, Geraldine.
No, I don't have anything.
How about this land is your land, this land is mine.
I also got Pinball Wizard somewhere around here. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's fun.
yeah.
Well, why don't we play something out of the book, just because? How about page 122? We'll do I Think of You.
Oh, I like that song.
Yes, we all do.
Oh. You know, when you meet the guy that writes stuff, it makes a difference. You like get more attached to the songs.
It's true.
And we did, Frank and Dave played together in Carmen like 2 years ago at that church, and it was just fun. It was
Oh, it was great. That was great.
Anyway,
I remember that so well.
cold in there. I remember that.
Yeah, and Dave did
Women are smarter. Women are smarter.
no, but Dave and Carmen did a salty dog.
Oh yeah, and they did that weird Frank Zappa song too. Anyway.
Oh
never-
yeah, yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we got? I Think of You. I'm gonna play it over here. I'm in the city, I think of you. Lost in a crowd, I think of you. Hours pass and all I do is close my eyes and think of you. I'm on a train, I think of you. Walk in the rain, I think of you. When we're apart, I feel so blue. Soothes my heart to think of you. I can't get you off my mind. Day apart is like a sun lifetime. You make me believe dreams come true. Life is short, years rush by. When you find love, don't let it die. Such a brilliant butterfly I found in you. Gaze at the stars, I think of you. Count the hours till we rendezvous. Until I see your smiling view. I close my eyes and I think of you. I can't get you off my mind. My world revolves around your sunshine. Every time we kiss feels brand new. Baby, I'm in the city, I think of you. Lost in a crowd, I think of you. Until I see those baby blues, I close my eyes and I'll think of you. Think of you. Think of you.
Nice.
Thank you.
You know, this doesn't have anything to do with anything, but you know how a song can give you a memory? So after that day where Frank and Carmen were singing, I was driving home and here's this guy, it was cold out. There's this guy standing on a corner selling freshly roasted chestnuts. I mean, he was roasting them right there. And they were like $2 for a bag. And honestly, that was one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life.
Oh, wow, how great.
So I hear that song and I think of chestnuts.
Nice.
Funny how that works.
Is this going to be a Jerry Lynn's remake song, perhaps?
Oh, no.
I
I'm
think
in
of chestnuts.
the village and I think of chestnuts. What rhymes with chestnuts?
Come on, you can sing chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
That's right.
Pretty soon we will be singing that.
Yeah.
It's
Soon
true.
enough. Soon enough.
Maliki, something Maliki, comma, whatever. It's not Christmas, so I don't remember these things. Hey, we've got time for one more. Someone lead one?
That was a good song to end on. I think I'm done. That was a good song to end on. And
Well, we could end here if you want. I want to just say, thanks everyone for coming. God, we've been doing this for a long time now, and it's not getting worse. It's getting better and better. And so I want to thank everyone for coming and putting your energy in this. If you're so inclined, you can drop us some bucks. It's great. Carmen and I are still, moving right along with everything we're doing. I hope that you had a chance to hear the radio last night. If not, you can always download that. And then, Saturdays we're doing jams. So come to that. Ukulele never stops.
That's right.
you can't stop us. You can't.
Can't stop us.
We're
And,
unstoppable.
in Chatham, we're still looking to find Chatham could continue. Stephanie found a space. There's some issues, but it may not be awful. So that goes on too for, specifically for Dave and Mary. I may come too.
I think everybody should bring their own perfume.
Bring your what?
Their own perfume.
Perfume.
Oh, right, because it's a little smelly there.
No, well, it's probably down below and those kind of things if they're not used around. I haven't been down there, but my feeling is, hey, it's space.
Yeah, well, it might. Yeah, Carmen will go and check it out. But
Okay.
anyway, thank you all for coming. What a nice evening.
Thank you for doing this.
Keep the music going.
Right.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Jerry.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody.
It was fun. Thanks, John. Thanks, everybody.
Peace to you.
Yeah, thanks. Great to have you.
Don't forget it's full moon tonight. Full moon.
Oh, full moon. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Bye-bye, John.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Thank
Jerry.
you, John.
Bye, Michael.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, be safe.
Bless you.